Continuing our summertime fun this morning with a must-do road trip. Have you ever considered a trip out to Hermann, Missouri? It's a fun destination that Show Me St. Louis is no stranger to. In fact, Show Me St. Louis took a trip out to Hermann, Missouri just a few years ago. The charming river town with deep German roots is just a short drive or scenic Amtrak ride from St. Louis. Known for its award-winning wineries, historic architecture, and walkable downtown, it's a destination rich in culture and character. And now local author and tour guide Dea Hoover has released a new walking tour book that will help you explore it all like a local. So joining us live, we have Dea herself. Dea, welcome to Show Me St. Louis.
Thank you so much for having me on this Monday morning. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so this is very exciting. This is actually your third book.
Correct.
So why Hermann?
So when I first started talking about writing books during the pandemic, Josh at Reedy Press had said, hey, I know that the tour business is down. We've got this walking tour series. I said, well, I'll write Hannibal and Hermann. And he said, really? I said, he goes, I thought you would do St. Louis. I said, well, I was born in Hannibal. Yeah. And that has a huge name because of Mark Twain and Molly Brown.
Right.
And then Hermann is like the destination. It is the most German town in Missouri.
Yes.
And there's so much to it. And with the Deerbergs funding things and with the town being supportive of everything and continuing that German culture, which was their original intent. It was 1837 when the Philadelphia Settlement Society bought the land and said, we're coming here to preserve our Germanic culture in America.
It really is a destination getaway. Yes. So take us through writing this book, what that experience was like. As you mentioned, you have a tour guide business.
Yes.
This is in your background, but the idea of helping people walk through this on their own.
So I have been taking groups there for over 20 years. Kay Schwinke was instrumental in that. She was the head of tourism. She's like, you got to bring a group, you got to bring a group. So the way I lured people there is by taking the train, and then we would pick them up on the motor coach and do the tour. So I spent a lot of time in Hermann.
Right.
And then Hermann does such a great job of preserving the history. There's Historic Hermann Inc., and that's the schoolhouse museum you visit. Then there's the Gascony County Historical Society. So there's lots of information that you can find right there that people know and are preserving. But it's fun also, right? I mean, we always go to the worst house. I mean, Mike wins all of these awards. He just won 2 more awards for like sausage and for, he makes like the Lebanon bologna and all those sorts of things. And so you have that and you have the winery and then now you have like the 10 mil with the brewing. So it's a fun party place too. If you're not down with the history, you can do that.
Yes, it has. So it really has something for everyone, as you can mention. So what would you say is like your favorite spots that you covered in this book?
I really like the Caboose Museum. Because trains are like, I always joke that, you know, to sell a tour, you got to have a boat ride or you got to have a train ride or have both. But the Caboose Museum is so well done. And if you've ever been to the National Transportation Museum here in St. Louis, they have a lot about trains, but it's excellent. It shows you what it was like to live there. And like, if you take the train in, it's right there. Even if you don't take the train in, it is. But it's just such a huge part of history for America and for Hermann. It connected St. Louis to Hermann. So all the Germans in St. Louis could come to Hermann to summer. Yeah,
well, I'm glad that you mentioned that. It really just shows something for everyone, whether it's the family, whether if you want to go with the wineries with the girls, and why not have a guide along the way. So we're going to have all that information right there on your screen. Now, Dea, to purchase the book, anywhere where books are purchased?
Anywhere books are sold. Go to your favorite bookstore, and we also sell it on my website, arewethereYetDea.com, and my handle is @STLTourGirl if you want to follow on Instagram. So, and I have a separate one for the scavenger hunt because that was a game book. So that was a totally different animal than the walk tour. It's like playing Jeopardy, right? I had to like give clues and not tell you what you're looking at.
Right. Amazing. Well, Dea, thank you so much for joining us today and for inspiring our summer break.